Hey, how's everybody doing? Chris Barnett, Green Dragon Tai Chi. So I am paying attention to the road, not looking at my phone. But I had some thoughts that I wanted to put down as I was driving. Some things that I had these thoughts before, and they kind of popped in my head again. And I wanted to, before I forgot them, I just wanted to record them and put them down. And those thoughts were based on jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, how much I love the practice of going to Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and how much it will humble you and keep you very truthful, keep you honest. So when we do our classes, we do an hour of instruction, and then we do an hour of open mat. And open mat is where you get to spar with people in a BJJ setting. But you can go as hard as you and your partner want to go, and we're doing things to submit each other. And when you submit a person, that they'll tap out either from being choked or from having their joints being locked, to the point where if they don't tap, you're going to lose function of your arm or your leg or whatever it may be. So you really have to just be mindful, protect yourself, and be smart about things, and put your ego aside and just tap when somebody's locking your shoulder or your arm, your elbow, whatever it is, wrist, doesn't matter, ankles. So when we do these things, there's various age groups and various skill levels. Obviously, people have been in it longer than other people, and so everybody is on a different level of strength and different levels of fitness in terms of joint fitness, things of that nature. People have injuries, things like that. So what I'm trying to get to is that there are times when I get tapped by somebody very much younger than myself, and it's not always because of me being older and not in as good a shape, or it's not because of my injuries. It's because those people have skills that I don't have yet, or skills that I don't possess. I could choose to be in denial, and I can say, oh, it's because my shoulder was hurt, and my ankle and my knee and things like that. But those things are always going to be a factor. So, if they're a factor now, they're always going to be a factor. So you need to find a way to rise above it if that pertains to you. But the thing that I'm trying to get at is that everybody is a teacher. Everybody's your teacher. So even though a person may be younger than me, even have less time in the martial arts, if they can tap me, not only do I give them credit and say, oh, that's a great one, nice one, but I may even say, like, what happened there? What did you do? What did I do? What was the setup? Because you want to learn these things instead of resistance. You want to say, how can I acquire that skill, or how can I see that coming, and how can I continue on this pathway? A lot of times people will either quit or deny, I don't want to roll with that person, or whatever, to not internalize that experience and make the most out of it. So that's what you want to do in every single roll. Like I'll go home at night and I'll think about the rolls I had. Caught me in a Kimura. How did he catch me? Okay, I left my arm out there. Maybe I pushed away, or I was thinking so much about what I was trying to do that I wasn't paying attention when he actually got that key lock. This is how I kind of think and reflect upon the different roles that I had. And then I'll say, okay, mostly I don't think about the submissions that I catch people in. I think about the ones that I got caught in. I think about those first. And I'll think about what I could have done better, what I could have done to avoid it. And like I said, and I'll even go to the point of asking them what happened. Sometimes they don't know. Sometimes it's just in the flow of things, and they can't recall and recreate those steps, which is fine. I understand that. Things just, you recognize something in an instant, and it's just there, and it just happens. So, which is a very natural way to be, a very good way. So instead of playing the actual chess game of setup, 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 just having the cognizance to recognize things as they open up and appear. Now, the chess part of it, setting things up, that's when people can remember, and those are mostly like going to be, I think, the higher level practitioners sometimes, the higher level players, which is maybe blue, purple, brown, and black. Things will be more calculated, more technical. And when they do catch you, you better tap. 'Cause to recap, put your ego aside in any martial art. You should, but you definitely have to do that to last in BJJ. You definitely have to put your ego aside if you want to learn, and you have to be very appreciative of everyone's skill, no matter their age, no matter their years in martial arts. Just be truthful and honest with yourself and with other people, and that's the way to really grow. That's just being transparent with your skills and their skills, and give people credit for the things that they do. Really, really give people credit and appreciate them teaching you all the time. They may not be teaching you like, do this, do that, do that. They may not be teaching you verbally. They may not be teaching you verbally, but they're teaching you just by rolling with you, whether they know it or not. And you're teaching them as well. So, and just constantly showing up to class, no matter what martial art you're in, just put yourself there. You're gonna hopefully learn something if your instructors are good. If you're in a good setting, a good environment, just being in the right place, just being there is really gonna start to add up over time. Thanks for listening. Chris Burnett, Green Dragon Tai Chi.